Hey, honey.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, everybody. I'm Fen.
I'm Laura.
And this is Recipe Roulette, a cooking show where we...
Choose a cookbook, open to a page at random, and make what it says.
And tonight we're making Mexican barbecue lamb, also known as barbacoa.
And this comes from the Barbecue Bible.
Alright, let's show them the ingredients.
Okay.
Alright, to make our barbacoa, it's, interestingly enough, it's actually a 2-course meal. First course is the soup, which I'll show you how to make that in a minute. But right now I want to get my spice rub ready so I can have my meat have a chance to marinate, or my mushrooms in the case if you're making the mushroom version. So for this I need a cup of chopped up, well, sliced up onion, a 1/4 cup of chili powder. You could use some fresh dried chilies if you wanted to. I got a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. I got a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I got a full teaspoon of salt. I got 8 cloves of garlic. Bless you, wife.
Thank you.
And then I've got a 1/4 cup of vinegar and a 1/4 cup of water. I don't remember which one I put which one in. I remember water for water glass. And in Catsby, you'll get fed in 25 minutes. All right. Wonderful thing about this recipe is it is for the meat. It's just basically put all this stuff into our food processor, and then rub our meat. Let our meat sit for 4 to 8 hours, and then fire up the grill and start grilling. But first up, I'm going to get my onion and my garlic. Ooh, almost had one garlic escape. And my cloves, those are my big, hard, fibrous, still together things. And I am going to stop with my food processor. Once I got this stuff all chopped, then I will add in my spices and my water and my vinegar and get this all incorporated together. But to save your ears, I'm going to cut now and show you and go to the meat. All right, got our marinade all set here. Everything's done, so I am going to grab the mushrooms and the lamb and start getting that stuff soaking up. I'm going to put in 2 separate things so my meat doesn't interfere with Laura's mushrooms. But yeah, so we're just going to marinate our grilling stuff, and then we're going to wait a few hours for us, but just a few seconds for you. So yeah, we're going to marinate everything. We'll be right back. Alright, in order to make our soup, we're going to need our big pot here, a little olive oil. We're going to crank this sucker up on a medium high and drop in 1 minced up onion, not a piece of onion. It got cut, but it only got skirted. It didn't get broken up, but that's okay because we can easily break that up with our fingers. Let's grab a spoon, work on this other piece, and cut all the way through. But once we start to sweat those onions, those will break up. Also going to add in 2 diced up carrots to this. We're going to just sweat these onions. Make a lot of loud crash and bang boom. I'm apologizing to everybody watching this episode with headphones on. All that big crash bang boom, but yeah. So I'm just going to sweat these onions real quick. Alright, onions have started to sweat. Time to add in 1 diced up summer squash. Get that moving around.
Winter squash.
Oh, the winter squash. Butternut squash. winter squash, butternut. I'm out of squash. And then we're going to start dumping in our cabbage. Don't mind that splodge of stuff you're seeing down in the bowl. That is just a splodge of stuff that came of our spice rub. Got a little splash when I was taking the lid off. Didn't get down into the food. It got onto the cutting board. And, well, you know, one thing leads to another. You can never keep anything 100% clean all the time unless you just turned off the dishwasher and you haven't taken it out of it yet. So, I'm just going to stir this around a little bit. Try to get my cabbage to wilt a little bit. While I'm wilting my cabbage, I'm going to toss in my one large diced up tomato. There's a lot of dicing with this recipe. A lot of prep cook went into just chopping stuff up. And it's actually like 90% of the entire prep for this recipe is just chop stuff up, chop stuff up, chop stuff up. Now there's one small cabbage. Because if this was actually a medium cabbage, I'd need to be using a big pot. And if you use a whole big cabbage, you're probably going to need like 3 pots in order to cook that thing. I don't know what it is about cabbage. It's just, after you start chopping it up, it just quadruples in size. Well, it makes cabbage a good staple, you know, feed a whole entire mess of people. Let's just grab one big head of cabbage, and next thing you know, you're feeding like 30 people. I definitely feel like we're going to be eating a lot of this soup for a good long while. This is a whole big pot of soup. Cabbage is starting to wilt, so I'm going to add in, for spices, we've got 1 tablespoon of chili powder, I'm just going to stir that around. Everybody gets a little seasoning. Alright. Recipe calls for 8 to 10 cups of water for this. I am just going to flatten this out and add enough water to cover. There we go. Good amount of water in there. And I got a little spice bundle here wrapped up in my cheesecloth. It is a bunch of cilantro along with 2 big bay leaves. I'm just going to stick that down in the water. Add some more water to make sure everything gets covered. And then I'm going to pop the lid on this as soon as I remember where I put it. I think it's down under the cupboard, so the camera tripod is in the way, but I'm going to cover this. Once I bring it to a boil, I'm going to cover it, and I'm just going to let it simmer and soupify while I wait for the next couple of, the last hour of marinating. Everything goes on here. And I can get the grill all fired up and ready to go. So, bring this to a boil, cover it, let it simmer, and just let it soupify. I like saying that, soupify. Alright, we'll be back. Well, I'm just going to go fire up the grill. The neighbors are loud all the time, and I don't have the privacy to record without somebody coming by screaming and hollering. So just grill your meat till it's thoroughly cooked. Same with your veggies. And yeah, one of these days when I have a house of my own and can set everything up and grill and not have to worry about things, I will show you outdoor grilling videos. Till then, you just gotta take my word for it that I'm firing up the grill. All right, time for the first bite. So traditionally, this is served with the soup first. That's the first course, so.
Yeah, good flavor.
Not bad.
It'd be really nice like over a bed of rice.
Well, we do have a lot of this soup left. So I would even think just putting some rice in it when we reheat it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. All right. Now for the second course is to have our barbecued lamb or mushroom or shiitake mushroom. It's usually served with the tortillas, so we're just doing up as simple wraps.
Turned out good.
That is the best lamb I've ever had.
Nice.
All right. So we're doing Simple in Season this week.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell them why we're doing Simple in Season this week?
Okay, so we went to the farmer's market last week, and one of the vendors had like a quick sale basket, which is like $10 worth of a bunch of different vegetables, and this one had a ton of okra, and we don't really know what to do with okra, so
Yeah.
Simply in Season.
Simply in Season. And there's 3 okra recipes.
Mm-hmm. So you can choose from
1, 2, or 3. You know what? Because okra, it's one of those foods I'm worried about, so I want to know what their number 1 is. Like, what are they going to put first in the cookbook? Now that I've said that, I'm also thinking, oh shoot, it might be alphabetically, it's not ranked number 1, but I've said number 1, so I'm sticking with number 1. Let's just get this out of the way, the first one off the bat.
As fried okra, I feel like this is something you could probably get behind.
Okay, because I think my mom said that she made fried okra once while I was living down here, and no wait, it was pickled okra she made. She made pickled okra, and I was like, it's the bomb, but okay, I think I can deal with it fried.
Okay, well, join us next week.
I'm gonna be a guinea pig. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Hey, everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.